Hey everybody, welcome every Tuesday night, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. You are here with me and my friends. That's right. Listen, I know you have a place to be on Tuesday and you decide to actually choose to be with us. That says a lot. We've been doing this for a while now, and we're getting more and more people starting to recognize that we have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. Let's be honest. We're clueless. Some of us do. Some of us don't. Let me tell you who doesn't. Is this guy right here? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Dan is pretty. He's pretty dumb when it comes to certain things. But you know what he is very smart at is reading. Dan does the reading for all of us, and you know who also reads? This guy right here. This guy also reads. He's
the two best looking people in here so far.
Yeah, you know what
okay.
he is very smart
Correct.
at is wow. Who has me on? Turn your speaker off. There we go, Sam. Thank you. It's okay, Sam. You already done this 25 times.
Broadcasting universally all over the universe.
I am.
All right. And coming back, we haven't had this guy in a while because he's been busy traveling. He's been busy pressing books. He's busy on claim shows. He is everything but not here. And I said, you know what? We're going to talk about Fantastic Four. And he said, boner time. I'm in. And here he is.
Boner time, man.
Yeah, there he is.
Like it ever goes down, Caesar.
I gotta tell you, I like how I got you mid laugh. And last but not least, my brother from another color, as I like to say, he's the dude, he's the man. We know him as Ish.
Yo, we are all the man. Shout out to my brother Caesar. Shout out to the whole
birthday,
gang.
Ish. Happy
Thank
birthday.
And it's his
Thank
birthday.
Thank you.
Everybody.
It's
It's just like Benjamin Button.
There we go. There's the balloons.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's just like 85 years old. And he's like Benjamin Button.
I'm only 50. I'm only 50.
It's fantastic. It really is. I can't believe that we've had Ish. He started the show when he was 30. Now look at him. He's just turned 50.
That's how Benjamin Buttons works.
Hey there. Here you go. Hey
the
there. Abby, I know. All of a sudden you're going to be getting younger and younger. Here we go. Thank you, Abby. As always, Prairie Meadows watching every Tuesday with the gang. And
according to Caesar, I will be joining you soon. I'll be taking up residency at Prairie Meadows.
Buddy, you make
Shout out
50
to
look
Abby.
good, man. You make 50 look good.
And that's an application. I'll fill it out for Ish.
Thank you.
He forgets his reading glasses sometimes.
Right from Prairie, man.
I gotta say, there's
Thank
a part
you,
of me. There's a part of me that kind of hopes that Prairie Meadows has a discount for me for giving you guys joy all these months. So I do want some kind of discount, like extra pudding or extra tapioca, or maybe a decent looking nurse. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's talk about some interesting stuff. But first and foremost, before we start getting into what we're talking about, let's take a couple things already out of talking points. Let's talk about Hulk Hogan.
Ooh.
Hulk Hogan, when he passed, that kind of I was like, that was a surprise. Now I don't know if he was already in ill health. I don't know if he was already in the hospital or whatever. But when he passed, I was like, that's interesting because I could have sworn I just saw like a video of him opening up some restaurant or some
beer.
The beer is what it was.
Restaurant. Yep, both.
And I was like, oh, look at him. He walks like, he does the wrestler walk. After a certain while, you kind of do that hunched over and you kind of, and then poof, dead. So as the wrestling world mourns, I go on the most toxic place in the world.
I need you to put yourself on the bottom for like 5 seconds.
Why is that?
Boof, dead. It's just like, yo.
Well, the dude died. What do you want me to say? What, he rose out of the ground like Undertaker? Yo. What am I going to tell you? The dude died. But so this is my thing. So then after that, I went to the most toxic place on earth, and it's a place called Facebook. And while on Facebook, holy shit, did people not like Hulk Hogan? And I'm going, it has to be because of his political stance. Now, as you all know, we don't talk politics in here. We don't get into any of that shit. Politics, religion is like going to a party. You don't talk about politics. You don't talk about religion. But wow, people were like, good riddance. We're not missing much. It was time. I don't give two shits. I was like, whether you want to think what you want to think about Hulk Hogan, I guarantee you, those people who are spitting nastiness, I guarantee you, at the age of 8 or whatever age they were when they were watching wrestling during the heyday, they were in love with that guy. They were watching the cartoons. They were buying all the fucking toys. Then you get older and all of a sudden you're wiser and you're like, well, fuck that guy because he follows this political, or yes, some scandals. He also says some stuff he probably shouldn't have said. And either way, however you want to see it, we lost an icon in the wrestling world. And it's sad because it starts taking you down the rabbit hole, as I always do. I'm like, you know what? Who else has passed of my youth? Right? I started going back because I stopped watching wrestling a long time ago, but I still have those guys from my youth. And I'm like, oh, that's right.
J-Rob.
Iron Sheik is gone. That's right. Yeah, good old Iron Sheik and
Andre the Giant.
Yes, thank you.
Dusty.
Dan, that was a long time ago.
Dusty.
Savage.
My Fezzik.
How did Hulk Hogan pass?
Cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest.
So yeah, to touch on what Caesar said, and I'm sure Sam is going to say something as well because we're big wrestling fans. I was a mega fan of Hulk Hogan. I think you read some echo chamber stuff. Certainly, Hulk Hogan got canceled for some racial remarks that he made some years back, and certainly people were feeling some type of way about his politics. But he was, as much as he was viscerally hated, he was universally loved. As many people who felt some type of way about Hulk Hogan negatively, there are as many people that loved Hulk Hogan. A pop culture icon, not just a wrestling icon, a pop culture icon, as responsible or as great a contributor to pop culture as anyone. Arguably, right? Single-handedly not single-handedly, but with the help of Vince McMahon, pretty much put pay-per-view closed circuit television on the map. Period. There's not even a second, right? We don't have UFC on pay-per-view. We don't have boxing events on pay-per-view in the way that we have them today if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan selling out WrestleManias on closed circuit television. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Such a major impact on people in the 80s. Very, very important person. I remember moments, and it was one of the reasons why I couldn't just cancel Hulk Hogan. I wasn't wearing a t-shirt, right? I wasn't carrying a torch for him, but I had some very important moments, many important moments, as J-Rob can attest to, because we grew up together with my family, my mother and sister sitting in my living room watching Hulk Hogan's performances and cheering for Hulk Hogan's performances. Memories that you can't erase, and they're irreplaceable. They're very important to me. They're important moments of my life. So rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, and shout out and rest in peace to the great Ozzy Osbourne and Malcolm Jamal Warner as well.
I will say, for what Hulk Hogan did, I appreciate the man. But you're the person you are is who you are when nobody's watching. And
what you do in the dark is who you are.
What really seemed to get him in trouble was back, I want to say, like almost 10 years ago when he made some racial slurs for whoever his daughter was dating at the time. And it's like, I appreciate what the man did for the sport that I grew up. And when you don't know, when you're blissfully ignorant as a kid, you love that stuff. But as you get older and wiser and you get perspective on life and you see kind of the true colors of some of these people, it's hard to respect the guy. I feel bad, but I can appreciate what he did for the sport and for the entertainment world.
Well, it's tough. They say never meet your heroes, right? They're just going to let you down. But I mean, Ish said it. This man had such an impact on pop culture itself. I mean, growing up, literally, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Hogan defined so many kids' childhoods. I've got my original Hulk Hogan action figure right behind me. Like, I'm a wrestling diehard. I rewatch WrestleManias and with my kids now because they're really starting to enjoy wrestling, and immediately they latch on to the energy and like the promos that Hogan cuts. It's astonishing how it spans generations. He will be missed. He's definitely a polarizing figure over the past 2 decades, really, but you can't deny what contributions he made to the world and especially to wrestling in general. They said it. Triple H said it. On Friday night SmackDown, he just said, "Thank you for the house." So many wrestlers were able to feed their families, and actually
every wrestler today that calls himself a sports entertainer owes that to Hulk Hogan.
They owe it to Hulk Hogan, because if you go back and, I've listened to so many podcasts and documentaries and interviews of wrestlers back in the day who worked with Hogan. If they worked a show with him, that was the reason why they got paid. It would quadruple.
He was the house.
Make the house 10 times.
He was the house.
What it was. He was the house. And then Ish, just like you said, every wrestler today, this only built up because of Hogan. Without Hogan, you don't have a Stone Cold. You don't have Shawn Michaels, and you don't have The Rock. Wrestling could have been dead.
Go ahead, J-Rob.
Hey, I completely agree with everything that's been said since I've been on the show. But, kind of to Dan's point, and something that I think a lot of people, and not just with Hulk Hogan, with people, regular people in general, we tend to, when someone has led whatever life they led, no matter what their accomplishments are, once they're gone, it's like, oh, we can only celebrate the good things. And that's not true. He can be this iconic figure, which he is. Nobody can deny the accomplishments and the way he progressed the doggone industry of pro wrestling. Nobody can. But he also has some very, demeaning, disgusting things that he did. And that's him too. And, just because you're not with us anymore, that doesn't mean we should just, let's just, forget those things or not talk about those things. No, that is who you were. I remember Adam Rich, the guy from Man Eats Food, that show. I don't know if any of you remember. He used to go around do all the food challenges. And he got, he all of a sudden disappeared from the show. The reason was he went on this big.
Oh, here we go.
Really?
I was so happy.
Everybody is
racial.
Oh yeah, but
rant.
you just kind of
Hold on.
Your audio cut out, J-Rob.
Your audio.
Your audio cut out, so we don't know why he left.
No. So he went on this racial rant, and he got, he got
didn't
caught
go on
for
a racial rant.
Who? Adam Rich?
Oh, Adam Rich. Okay.
Not talking about Hogan, the Man Eats Foods guy. And then, a few years later, he went on, some shows trying to repair his image, and he, was apologetic for it, which is okay. That's fine. You're apologetic for it. But then he got on there and said, that's not my character. The same old typical things that people say when they get in trouble and they're trying to repair their image. And then a caller called in and was like, I used to love your show. I appreciate your being apologetic. But for you to get on this platform and try to tell people that is not in your character, it is because you did it.
Because you said it
is in your. It may not be. You may be remorseful. You may not do it again, but that still was part of your character. Just come off just saying, "Hey, it wasn't me."
So I have to. I agree with you in principle, but in actual action, I don't. And the reason why I don't, right, is because I think character. The best example of character is based upon what you do, right? And this doesn't mean that words and conversations with intent can't hurt and be harmful and provoke people to some very negative things that are harmful. But the reason why I'm only challenging what you're saying in this instance is because there isn't a person on this podcast, there isn't a person on earth who hasn't said something within the confines and the privacy of their own life that could be considered shady or negative or damaging. And I don't think that an instant or a moment, unless you're living your life that way, defines who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. And it's like that meme-ish where like the guy dies and goes to heaven. He goes, I gave to charity. You've lived a good life. You've been a great family man. Now let's look at your Instagram. Let's look at your Instagram meme history. And he's like, I'll just, which way to hell? And he goes, okay, that way. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not wrong. Nobody's perfect here, right? But I feel like, unfortunately, if you choose to live in the public eye in a famous position,
that's where I was going.
You're held to a higher standard.
Well, that's the thing. That's where I was going. That's the thing. I was going with when it comes to entertainers, even politicians, right? Sometimes the fact that you're visible makes the actions, or not even the actions, the words that you may say, more detrimental than if I was to say it. So we get away when the camera is not on, saying some things to each other. We make some real off-color jokes, right, to each other amongst ourselves. That if the camera was on, they would be saying that's who we are. It's not. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. Some of the things me and Sam say to each other, me more so to Sam than Sam to me.
Correct.
Like,
For the record, it's on record.
No.
It's live and it's archived now, just so everyone knows. He admitted it.
But if Sam thought that was my character, hold on. If Sam thought that was my character, he wouldn't have been at my shop today digging through books to help me sell. Right? Like, Sam wouldn't have helped me build a con. Like, he wouldn't have helped me. Like, if he really believed that was truly who I am. And I'm saying this to say, this is no excuse for anything that Hulk Hogan did. When I look at what Hulk Hogan did, I'm like, okay, you supported. A lot of people are upset that he supported Donald Trump. Like, so what? Like, you have a right to choose to support who you want to choose politically. Right? So if you're upset about that, and you're like, my middle finger, right? The thing that he said that was so hurtful was very difficult for me. And I'm sorry to take up that, but I have to say this. It was really difficult for me because when you define what a hero is, it's subjective to the subscriber, to the individual, right? Like, for me, my definition of a hero is how you impacted my life. So I was at odds when that situation happened. I was really hurt because this is someone who was more than a hero to me. You are responsible for memories that left an indelible mark on me that I cannot remove. Memories that when I reflect on them, include me spending time with my family, right? Like with my mother, with my sister, like with my family, that I can never take away. So then I had to make a decision. Like, do I cancel this person in my mind who is responsible for this? Do I hate him? Do all of the moments of joy
I
in
really
one
wonder,
instance make me really quick, Dan, make me hate somebody or feel so viscerally against somebody? And I'm like, wait a minute, there's a history of action that Hulk Hogan contributed. And I'm not talking about politics or about what he said in a moment of privacy.
I think, again, not to cut you off, but I think that's the thing that really makes people stop and pause. Whether you like the guy, you don't like the guy, agree with him, don't agree with him, like his politics or don't. I think what ends up happening is, especially as we're getting older, these are pieces of our childhood that are going away. And you're like, oh, there's another piece, oh, there's another piece, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
I almost forgot about Ozzy.
Yeah, I mean, all these things you're looking at, you're like, holy crap, this is getting. Again, I don't want to make this thing morbid. We might want to move on, but I mean, it just makes it more and more real now. Like when we're young, we're blissfully ignorant to all this stuff. We just enjoy the entertainment. Now we're completely aware of it. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. I mean, I've been super quiet because I'm gonna be honest, man. I have no idea about any of the controversy that's been surrounded with Hulk Hogan. I didn't realize he was so hated until he passed away. I guess I missed all the bad shit that he's done recently. Mm-hmm. So. I was so sad to hear him pass, and then it was so weird to go around because when someone passes, even if I want to say most times, even if that person had done some bad, that they were also greatly loved, you don't really see those hate posts. But when I saw Hulk Hogan pass, I thought I would just see a lot of people mourning, sad. I saw all these posts where people were like, "Oh, good riddance," and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like. This guy,
the bad ish that you're referring to recently is that he supported Donald Trump, which, really? Whether you agree or disagree, isn't really bad. It's just that's his politics,
right?
You know what I mean?
But I think the racial remarks have followed him for years.
Yeah,
like
probably longer than they should have.
It just immediately canceled them, and I think that's the. When we look at the passing of folks now, it's always about how does the internet react, and it's kind of crazy.
Hey, Frank, in all the stuff, the controversy around Hogan wasn't just recent stuff, and I'm not trying to, be like, oh, you should have known that. I'm not saying it that way, and I'm not in disagreement with anything anybody said. My point I'm trying to make is, just because somebody is an iconic figure or is very well loved and done a lot of great things, it doesn't mean we should, when I say we, I'm talking about in general, that people don't have the right to remember the bad stuff.
Oh yeah,
of course.
That's what I'm saying. It's up to, because again, that he was a larger than life figure.
Yep.
That the majority of people probably in the world looked up to. And then the stuff he did was so hurtful from those people who supported him with everything they had. They want to feel some type of way. What I'm saying is they have the right to.
Absolutely.
And by the way, this isn't unique. This isn't unique to Hulk Hogan. I mean, anybody with kids today, how many times do you tell your kid, be careful what you do because you're under constant surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
You are being recorded if you think you're not. And then look at this astronomer guy. The astronomer guy, the CEO came out and said, "Why?" The dude from Astronomer said, "I can't even believe I can't have any privacy." Dude, you work for a company called Astronomer, the field where they look at things, and you're sad you got looked at
under a telescope.
I don't know anything about this story.
That guy from the Coldplay concert, dude.
Yeah,
the one where he's holding.
Yeah.
His coworker. But the thing is, things
in private when we think we're not being surveilled. But you have to understand, be who you are all the time. Don't fake it, because you only look good on Instagram in a picture, and then people deal with you for the rest of the time.
Yeah, but you got to consider what J. Rob is saying, because I agree. But what's interesting about that is is that people pick and choose whose art they want to celebrate when that person does something egregious. Like, it's easy to say, you know what, I can cancel this person, but then this person I'm still going to celebrate because their art was important to me. So sometimes I think something can be said about, and depending on how egregious the offense is, something can be said about weighing a person for for everything, the good and the bad, like the whole thing. Like, somebody mentioned Chris Benoit.
We also live in a society now where it's very, and it's like very how do you say it, like it's favorable to be contrary, right? Like, so even when Bob Barker died, people were like, oh, he was a womanizer. Dude, it's freaking Bob Barker. Like, easy, you know what I mean? Like, I think you're right, Ish. Like, weigh the whole story.
They threw dirt on Bob Barker's name too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
David Letterman, when he passed away, did he pass away? Did David Letterman pass away?
No,
not yet.
This old boy is coming.
Yeah.
Jesus. This is ready to throw dirt on that one, man.
So listen, all right. Well, we got the whole coach. I wanted to. Well, come on. What else is? Anyways, so we've talked about Hulk Hogan. I want to get that out of the way because I know that once we get into this topic, it's probably going to take the full rest of the show. So, all right, everybody here, I made sure, including myself, that we all saw Fantastic Four, and
J-Rob?
we also, he saw it.
J-Rob, all right.
And we all saw Superman. So eventually, I will not compare shot for shot, film for film, but I am going to eventually ask you guys, the question is, what was the better movie? And I'm going to give you criteria. Which movie did you enjoy more? Which movie were you more involved in? You're already, and right away you're saying Superman. Okay.
Superman.
Okay, and then Ish, Superman. All right, fuck it, let's just do it now. Sam,
Fantastic Four.
hold on. Let me make rotation here, Frank. Sam,
Fantastic Four.
Dan,
Superman.
J-Rob.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and I'm going to say Fantastic Four as well.
So I always go with the movie, and no spoilers, but I always go with the movie that I say that I could rewatch again and again. That's always the better movie to me. I feel like watching, and I will watch Fantastic Four again, but I feel like watching it once was enough. Like, I don't feel like I missed anything, and I need to rewatch it. I feel like with Superman, I can rewatch it again, and I probably need to, because I feel like there was just so much in that movie that I probably missed that people were pointing out later on. I was like, I missed that.
I feel like
I'm the
watching
opposite.
it once was too much.
I think watching Superman for me once is enough. But yet I could watch it. But yeah, get the fuck out of here. But You know, but I can watch Man of Steel
all day,
a lot.
I
really can.
I can't. That
See, and this is the funny part about this is the funny part about this community that we live in, this geekdom of a community. So many opinions of what people think is shit. People think it's great. What people think it's fucking awesome. People are going, you're insane and should be in an asylum. Because
dude, the Snyder babies are ruining everything right now.
It's not Snyder. I don't care about the Snyder.
No.
I like Henry Cavill.
It's the Snyder babies. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the Snyder babies out there that are like, I'm boycotting this new Superman. Nobody's better than Henry. He's my only super. This new movie.
He was fine. He was fine. The Superman guy was fine. I didn't have a problem. It's just that I just didn't. Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna go around the horn. And and I want you guys to give me your Fantastic Four rating, from 1 being the absolute Catwoman, Madam Web.
There we go, Madam Web.
2, 10, which is the ultimate, whatever your number 1 is on your top 10. Okay, let's go with. Hold on, I'm gonna play Russian roulette here. Let's go with Sam. 1 through 10.
1 through 10, I personally give FF an 8. I really, really love the movie.
Now, this is my question to you, and I'm going to ask this all of you just in case. Is that a strong 8 or a weak 8?
A strong 8 for me.
Okay. Dan?
What is my rating, or did I like the movie?
Pay attention.
All right, fine. My rating, I would say I'll give it a 7. I don't think it's a bad movie. I enjoyed it.
Hold on there. Hold on. Yalla. Hold on.
Sorry, Habibi.
J-Rob.
So initially, upon leaving the movie, I made a phone call, talked about it. I gave it an 8, but after giving it myself a couple of days to think about it, I moved down to a 7 to 7.5. Do you want to know why, or do you want to keep going?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on there. I like holla. I like how J-Rob, I don't know if it's a camera angle, but it looks like Beetlejuice. That's his tiny little head. I don't know if it's the camera angle or whatever it is, but it's funny as shit. All right, Francois. What is it?
I gave it a 7.
Is that a weak 7 or a strong 7?
I can't answer that without a long answer. So,
the reason why I say that is because a strong 7 to me is, you know what? It could have been an 8, but XYZ, right? Or a week. Or a week. Right, but a week 7 could be like, I barely dropped it over a 7.
Okay, fine. Strong 7.
Okay, good. Now, Ish, I don't know if you're taking a Duke or what you're doing, but I don't know if you can hear me.
Isn't he always taking a Duke?
Well,
where did he go?
He does that. He goes.
His sound bar is moving.
I think he's
Ish.
Yep.
I think he's probably okay. He's scale 1 through 10
for Fantastic Four.
For Fantastic Four. Hi, how are you? This is the Comic Menu Podcast.
5.
Whoa! No,
wow.
No, I don't believe that.
I do.
5.
I do because he called me once he got out of the movies. I mean, he fucking called me. He said, "Have you seen?" I go, "No." He goes, well, "I just came out of the theater. What trash?" I was like, "Oof." So hearing
it was trash. I did not use those.
Hold on. I said it because I like putting things in his mouth. I like putting
his birthday.
I never want to be on this show again. You can.
Well,
answer me right now.
Well,
this dude likes cream corn. He likes popcorn buckets with holes in the bottom.
That is true. I remember that.
That is true. I will say one thing. Ish did say, he talked very bad about it in a sense. He was a big fan of it. He dozed off, yada yada yada. So I gotta be honest.
I'm gonna reserve the right to say how I feel when it comes to me.
When I heard that, I was like, oh no. So I went in kind of with this mentality, and I actually ended up enjoying it. Now, as I told everybody in the background, in the green room, my wife, who I took my wife, and she in this, and I still like to say these movies are made for her. This movie is made for her because she gives two shits. She just wants to be entertained. She knows Fantastic Four. She's seen all the Marvel movies because of me. And she's like, she looked over to me and she goes, I give it a 10 out of 10. I was like, wow.
What did Caesar give it?
Oh, I gave it a strong 8. I gave it a good 8. Strong like bull. It was good. It was, I was entertained. It was slow at first. A lot of talk. I'm like, it's kind of cool. I saw the homage. They do some stuff. No spoilers, by the way. It just opened last week.
Frustrating. Very frustrating. We can't go all out.
I know, but we had to talk about it because I didn't feel like waiting 2 weeks, to talk about it. But there are some parts in there, some Easter eggs, some homage to the books. I don't want to give stuff away, but it started off pretty strong.
Which books did you see homages and Easter eggs?
I didn't see shit.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the cover of fucking FF1.
Fine. The original 2 movies, I will say this, felt a lot more comic accurate to me. The Jessica Alba movies felt a lot more comic accurate to me.
This one was better than all of them.
I was surprised that Reed, who is historically ultra intelligent, and he is in this movie.
No spoilers, right?
No spoilers.
Okay.
But he kind of, his intelligence sort of, in my opinion, took a backseat to Johnny Storm, who traditionally is more playboyish, right? Because, again, I don't want to spoil the movie, but if you watch the movie, maybe you'll have a similar opinion. I feel like Johnny Storm came off extremely cerebral in this movie, much more than Reed, even though Reed is extremely intelligent.
What we spoke about earlier, no spoilers again, I felt like these characters were out of character. They weren't, to me,
I can see that.
Who they were in the comic books. Each one of them was out of character, to me, in my opinion. It was a good movie. I'm not saying it was bad.
Yeah, you're right.
I thought the casting was going to be kind of tough for me. Again, having, the female Silver Surfer, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards was kind of like, all right, man, having this guy, I love him, but I'm like, this guy again, I don't see him as my Reed Richards. Even The Thing to me kind of didn't look right to me, but it worked out in the movie. It didn't bother me while watching it. Things like that.
You know what? I think Sue Storm did a great job. I really enjoyed her.
Vanessa Kirby, yeah, she was good.
I really enjoyed her character. Johnny Storm wasn't the Johnny Storm that we were used to. Once again, the playboy.
The Thing had no.
Thing was pretty muted. Not a big.
He had no temper. That's all I have to say. He was neutered.
Neutered. Yeah, he was neutered. Yeah. But overall, it worked. For me, it just worked. It was fine.
So at some point in this conversation, right, we're gonna have to round it up and let everybody give their individual takes without giving spoilers.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Disjointed, and we gotta.
That's right. So I'm getting there, my brother. Hold the phone. There's a reason behind. My.
Listen, I got my Dell hat on right now.
I just hold the phone.
Can we have J-Rob talk about Clark Kent's parents one more time?
Can we do that also? Can I get everyone's rating of Superman at least?
Are we gonna do a comparison?
Yeah, we're gonna do a comparison. So when we do the comparison, you'll hear what people, you'll get an idea of what people idea. All right. So that being said, we're going to do what we did before. We're gonna do the 5-minute drill. We're gonna give you 5 minutes to talk about your piece of what you genuinely thought about Fantastic Four without spoilers. This is the hard part, people.
That's hard.
To talk about a movie and talk about a movie and how you feel without dropping any spoilers for all those who have yet to watch it, because I know people are like going to go this week to go watch
I
it,
should
right?
go
So,
first because you spoiled my take,
okay,
and
we'll let you go first.
you're
Hold on.
you're
It's your birthday.
Hold
Ish.
on.
Go first, birthday boy.
Happy
Yeah, we're
birthday!
gonna
Let's
hold
go.
on. Hold on. Let me do this thing here.
what's
All right.
that?
I don't know what the fuck that was. Someone's bad attempt. All right, here we go. And Ish, once the clock starts,
This is ridiculous.
let's go.
All right, so Caesar was right. I did call him from the moment I watched the movie. I called him and I posted a review on my own page. Not really a review. I gave my opinions on my own page. I gave it a 5.5. So the first thing I said was, and this is what I immediately felt, there was something about the movie that made it difficult for me to commit. Right? It did not. It didn't make me. It didn't capture me enough to commit. I found myself disinterested at times, scrolling through my phone. I dozed off a few times. At the halfway point, I wanted to leave. These were my first thoughts at the halfway point, and I typed it in real time. Then I came back and I hated the thing. I just couldn't. I didn't like it. Then I came back and I because I want to give a fair evaluation of my thoughts. So I came back and it's not a terrible movie. As a matter of fact, and as far as movies go, it's a good film. The cinematography, the way that it looks, all these things, really good in my opinion. But there were some things that, like, it just didn't capture me. I didn't feel anything
You
when
weren't
I left the
Gaga.
film. I definitely didn't feel like I watched a Marvel movie or this great Marvel movie after I left the theater. I just didn't feel it. No knock on anyone who did. I suggested that people go see it. I wanted to be successful. I want people to love it. I did not. I did absolutely enjoy Invisible Woman. I thought she carried the film. I loved Shala Bell, Silver Surfer. I was pleasantly surprised. That character was really, really great. There were moments in the movie that disappointed me in that I felt like the powerful and impactful moments, the speeches and the things, they fell flat where I should have felt inspired. There were some speeches, there were some scenes where the goal was to get the audience to feel inspired. And for me, I didn't think they stuck the landing. Um, I didn't feel, and I'm sure y'all know the one specific moment I'm talking about. I just didn't feel what I thought you were supposed to feel, me personally, in that moment and in that speech. Um, uh, yeah, for me, it didn't feel like, coming out of COVID, it didn't feel like what I wanted to, what I expected to see for Marvel launching an entirely new phase. It felt like filler material to me. It was very flat, long periods of exposition that I don't think, one of the things that I evaluated was, could you take your 10-year-old kid to it and when they leave away enjoying it? And I don't think a 10-year-old would. Like, I don't think a 10-year-old would go watch that movie and feel like, yo, I just watched something dope. I think they might fall asleep during long periods of exposition that they just can't understand. It just didn't translate to me as something, and especially coming off of the heels of, James Gunn and James Gunn's tropes, right? Like, what you're going to get from a James Gunn film and you got it. And I left feeling that when Superman, I left the theater feeling good, right? And I might be biased because I'm happy that DC dropped a good movie. So there may be a bias there. Do I think Fantastic Four was a bad movie? No. I just don't think it was good enough for what we have gotten from Marvel, and for what we have come to expect. Do I think Marvel needs to be dope every movie? Do I think they need to hit it out of the park every film? Nope, not at all. But I also think that Marvel needs to not insult my intelligence when it comes to consistency. And what I mean is consistency as far as, and I'm not talking about the Fantastic Four, but overall, as far as not being disjointed, especially in the post-COVID era. I feel like Marvel's been very disjointed. I felt like they they feel like this Fantastic Four film is something that people have been waiting for a long time. And so by slapping a Fantastic Four sticker on the film, I think they think that was enough. And I can't give any spoilers. And it's because I left based upon the foundation that they laid down coming into this film. I expected something, and I don't want to spoil it. I expected something, a return on an investment that I did not receive. So yeah, I thought the film was really beautiful. It was really pretty to look at. Really pretty to look at.
It was just a cover movie.
It was filler. It was filler. I thought it was really, really, really pretty to look at. I thought that Sue Storm was certainly a highlight of the film for me. I wasn't really a fan.
Oh,
I don't know what that was.
And
that was the alarm, folks.
Okay.
That's that.
All right. Who wants to go next? Volunteers.
I put some notes here, so I'm good if you want me to go.
Okay, here we go. And let's go now.
Okay. Ready? Am I going? Okay. So, I mean, the box office opening is similar to Superman. I think Superman was 220 million. Fantastic Four is 218. So the numbers don't lie. It's the success of the box office. So I'm saying that because I think they were both equally entertaining movies, right? So know that going into it. If you want to go to a theater and be entertained, you will be entertained. Whether you know this material or you don't, you'll be entertained. I think releasing Fantastic Four after Superman hurt Fantastic Four in my humble opinion. I think it was too close. I know they did it for reasons, but I always thought to myself, whether you're going to do it, they're different movies. Whether you're going to do it or not, you're definitely now going to compare these two movies. And so those that really love Superman and were waiting for it, you're now going to judge Fantastic Four differently than if it just came out on its own in a different month. It's going to do that, right? I think we continue to hold Marvel to unrealistic standards. These high standards is not fair. I mean, they were the first ones through the door. They've had now almost 2 decades of Marvel movies, and they're not all going to be home runs. And there's been a lot of good ones. There's been a lot of bad ones, series and movies. So I think, again, I go back to it was an entertaining Fantastic Four movie. I would see it again, but I wouldn't beat the door down to go see either Superman or Fantastic Four again. I like Man of Steel, that Superman characterization better. My opinion. That's movie, though. I think I'm getting old because I was talking about this in the room before we joined. There's a scene, and you'll see it on your own. But Stu not washing her hands after that shit, I'm sorry. I'm getting too old for this crap. Wash your damn hands. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I don't gravitate towards the 60s and 70s era Wonder Bread vibe. I know this is a retro future like landscape. I don't gravitate towards that time. I know it's not that it's bad. It didn't resonate with me when WandaVision happened. It's not really hitting me really hard now. I don't associate with that time frame that well. So it worked. For me, I like more in the now or futuristic movies. I don't like to go back and it looks like it's like historic era movies to me. It's just a nitpicky thing. I also didn't like the way they kind of like put the team, the Fantastic Four, in a tower segregated from society. I know that's a thing in the books. I get it. But they were like there a lot. I mean, they weren't among the people a lot. And so I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's just like, what is it, like Mount Olympus? Like you don't come down and, interact a lot with the people except when you're telling them things. Like, oh no, we're going to save you. Oh no, here's the thing we're going to do. It's like you're not really of the people. You're kind of like at this level and everybody else is down here. And especially in this day and age where we're living in a world of the haves and the have-nots, I don't know. That doesn't really ring a bell with me. Like, come and be in the people. You're a team for the people. Be in the people. That's what I look at it like. Whether you like traditional male Silver Surfer or not, Shia LaBeouf works. It worked beautifully, and she was a great character. She did really well. I think it was a shining light in that movie. So if you're not going to see it because where's Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer? Blah. You're don't die on that hill. Go see this movie. It's definitely worth it. I would say I love the nods to Ohio. They shot in Cleveland, my backyard. They did some stuff in Cincinnati. I just love it. And I'm looking at that movie and I'm like, oh no, I'm getting confused. I'm sorry. I think I'm getting confused here. This is a different movie. I'm sorry. So forget that. But I did like Superman for that. That was on my notes for Superman. I did like that about Superman. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I got confused. I also did like the subtle homages to the books and the characters that they did in Fantastic Four. I think that's kind of where I got a little bit mixed up because I like the homages they did for the books in the Fantastic Four movie. I like the nods they did to Cleveland and Cincinnati in the Superman movie. and I kind of like it did sort of pull me in when I felt at the times in the movie I was watching, and I was kind of getting like maybe drifting away a little bit. When I would see those things pop, it did kind of bring me back in. So I did like that. I don't know if I'm sure about all the casting decisions. How am I doing on time? Am I in the seconds here? I'm not going to lie.
40 seconds.
I'm not sure about all the casting here, and I know that's going to be really kind of provocative, but I like Pascal in Mandalorian. I liked him in Last of Us. I don't know if I liked him as Reed. I was worried about it before with the mustache thing. I don't know if I liked him as I saw the movie either as Reed Richards. I think they didn't do him that well in the movie anyway. But so I don't know about that. But I think all in all, I don't mean to be too harsh in the movie because I was very entertained, and I still give it about the same rating I gave Superman. I mean, again, they were both really good movies, and what a great July we've been having between those and Sandman, and just been a great July. So I mean, I can't complain too much.
Wow, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right, who's next? Sam, J. Rob, or Frank?
I'll jump on.
All right, here we go.
All
right, Frank.
I made some notes, man. So
all right, and go.
I will definitely say that this is, to me personally, one of the better Marvel movies to come out in a while. I'm not going to sit here and think back on which was my personal favorite post Endgame, but definitely up there. It was okay. To get into the movie itself, I felt like we kind of got nerfed characters in this movie. I feel like they were just super nerfed. We didn't get enough action was my biggest thing. You asked me, if it was a strong or soft 7, it would have been an 8, damn near 9 had we just gotten what we were talking about before. Maybe a little bit of side quests, side missions. Dan mentioned, that they spend a lot of time in the tower. Something like getting them down on the ground, little, hey, this freaking building's on fire. Give me something where we get them out of the tower, get a little bit of action, get them feet on the ground. Would have definitely pushed it to that 8 mark for me. What I will say is what did the movie for me was the end credit scene that I've been waiting for. That's what's really got me hyped for future Marvel work now, even though we've all known what's coming in the future without any spoilers. Definitely stay for the end credit scenes if you don't already.
Yep.
Galactus was amazing. We all knew he was going to be, or I think we all knew he was going to be amazing. He was awesome. He was the highlight of the movie for me. Going into this, I wasn't sure about the female Silver Surfer. I was one of those guys, Dan. But watching the movie did not bother me at all. I thought she was amazing. She did great. The action with her abilities, her powers. I mean, they were spot on. So they did great with that. That was one of my biggest worries. As Silver Surfer is one of my favorite all-time characters all time. So I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about her, but she did awesome. I don't remember who mentioned it earlier. I do agree, though. I don't feel like that for a Marvel movie, like it was intended almost for children. I feel like you had to be an adult to understand the movie, to be able to sit through it, to bear it. Whereas again, not to compare, Superman, I felt like was targeted for both audiences, which is odd because it's normally the other way around, right? DC, I always felt like was targeted for adults and children can't watch it. I feel like this July we flipped the script there, and I'm actually really happy about that because that's what DC needs right now. I think they need that the audience to be targeted towards children also. I still enjoy the original Fantastic Four movies with Jessica Alba. In my personal opinion, better than this new release. That's my personal opinion. Again, I feel like the OG Fantastic Fours, I've seen them a bunch. I'll watch them again. I enjoyed the casting, the story, the action, everything about it other than the Storm Cloud Galactus. I know you mentioned, Dan, earlier that you didn't enjoy that it took place, in the 60s. To me personally, other than the tech that we saw, I didn't really feel like they sold us on the movie taking place, back in the day, right? It didn't sell me on that, other than, yes, they had, some machinery that looked retro. But anyways, they, to me, again, they nerfed the characters. I feel like we didn't get, the Thing version that I'm used to, where he's just pissed off all the time and breaking stuff all the time. I feel like he was very humble. I think Ish said neutered. That's the perfect word to describe the Thing in this movie to me. But not trying to be nitpicky. I think it was a great movie, a great first steps in the right direction for the Fantastic Four. Again, casting was okay for me. Not a huge fan of Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. He did good. I'm not saying he did it be bad, but it's like watching Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. It's just, didn't do it. Other than that, I'll probably end a little bit. Oh, right on time, I guess. That was it.
Wow. Right on time. Fantastic. All right. Well, that was a lot of shit. Let's see. What are we?
Wow.
Sam, you want to go or you
I'll
go?
go.
Or?
So J Rob's hot take could go last. That would be great.
That's even if we could hear it.
J Rob's credibility check as per Dan, right?
Oh, yeah, no,
the funny thing is, and remember, J Rob only works if his mic works half the time. So, all right, Sam, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I absolutely loved Fantastic Four. I thought it kicked off this new, whatever this phase of Marvel movies is, in a refreshing way. Not tied down to any previous things was nice. But I also thought it captured the spirit of the original source material. Mostly, I love the whimsy that retro futuristic world brought. It's something different than what we've ever had in a Marvel movie. It turned it into almost like a period piece, something that is timeless and can stand on its own. And I really enjoyed that. I think the strength of character from Invisible Woman carried the entire movie. Her and Shala Bal, I agree with a lot of people here. She really stood out. I think that when it comes to Reed, I don't think we're supposed to like him. Mr. Fantastic has never read to me like an extremely likable character in the comics. He can be cocky to a fault, and I don't know. I thought Pedro Pascal captured that aspect of him and the complicated relationship he has with Johnny in a great way. I do think that Johnny was, from a personality standpoint, what I wanted to see. But he was a little bit dialed down too much. We got nothing from his playboy, gallivanting, doing whatever he does. We saw actually none of that from him. So seeing more of his personal life, I think would have been good. I don't know what people have complaints about when it comes to The Thing. I love The Thing. I thought visually he was stellar. He had that throwback look. I look back to that Fantastic Four, this man, this monster cover as the epitome of what The Thing should look like. And I thought he fit the bill. When he smiled and was happy, you could tell the Rock's emoted really well. When he was angry, you could tell. And I do think that it might have they might have given us the best depiction of Johnny and Thing's relationship that we've gotten on screen. I really enjoyed them interacting together. For me, Galactus stood out as everything that I've wanted to see depicted on screen from a Galactus standpoint. Over the last 20 plus years of Marvel movies, I've been waiting and waiting, and I think they did it. Would I have liked to seen more? Yes. I think that's where the film is it hits a flat note because there's not enough action, in my opinion. There's a lot of the smarts. There's a lot of, planning and, trying to figure stuff out, which is the spirit of the Fantastic Four. But I needed a little bit more when it came to some fight scenes and some action, especially from Thing and Torch. I think that was a huge miss. The space scenes I thought were excellent, but I also wish we would have had more of the exploration aspect of, either space or different dimensions or anything. Give me something where they're out in the unknown, because that's the other aspect of the Fantastic Four comic that I think was always the best. When I was reading it as a kid, is you never knew what trouble they were going to get into, because they are literally exploring the unknown. We got really a little bit of that. I would have loved to have seen more there. But overall, I don't know. I thought the movie was absolutely incredible. It leaves me wanting more from the group of them. And I'm okay that we didn't get anything that pays off something previous. I don't think you need it. I think everything is left wide open at the end, which is great.
All right, there we go. Let's see. It's 10. Well, you finished early. All right, very good. I didn't catch any of that. All right, here we go, J. Rob.
Wow.
All right, here
Have
we
I
go.
started?
I will start it, and let's go.
All right. So most of the things have been said. I went into the movie expecting it to be more of a filler movie, not a blockbuster. And I think
Oh no.
they hit that.
My God.
So I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Only ones who got issues.
Oh, I dealt that wrong, my brother.
This is the only show I ever have issues on.
Oh, because all the other 400 podcasts you're on. Come on, finish up.
Look, so I went into it expecting a filler movie. I thought the movie was being made because it was out of necessity. With the importance and significance of Fantastic Four, they needed a good property. It had to be done. There's so many pivotal characters in Marvel who go through the Fantastic Four, who have their origins through the Fantastic Four. We saw that through the homages that they did, which I think they overdid. Some were okay, but some of them, like, come on, man, we could have used that time for something else. The fact that there were no surprises in the movie, and I say no surprises because they showed us everything and they told us everything before this movie came out in commercials, trailers. So you got in there and you didn't have any moments in the movie where you were like, oh, snap, that happened? None of that. As far as Superman and Fantastic Four go, I don't feel a need to watch either again. It doesn't mean I hated the movie because I didn't hate either movie. As far as like what Dan was saying about it being the 60s, keep in mind that Marvel has that 25-year time slide rule, which helps to keep, the characters from aging. And remember, this is the first family. That first set of characters, it don't really matter. So, people got them up in the Baxter Tower, like, but I don't think they were separated. Silver Surfer, I had no problem with the exception of she was not shiny enough for me. And that's it. I think I got like 2 minutes some change.
Oh, you got a lot of time, brother.
Oh, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine.
No, I don't, because I don't want to give any spoilers away. Y'all said no spoilers, and
just for the record, Marvel has a 15-year time
or 15, whatever the 25, 15, same difference, minus 10 years. It's
all
just
right.
math.
So that being said, all right, stop recording. So that being said, I think we all came to the consensus that it's not a bad movie. It was actually a pretty good movie. It was a good movie, just not for many of us. Now I can already tell that we're not that type of group, because I read it on the interwebs. and all these geeks going, "This is my third time going to the movies. I went and saw it 3 times. It was great." And I'm like, "Oh God, really? I mean, I don't even think I did that with movies I love. I don't think I would ever.
I've never gone to the.
I don't think I've never. You're right. In my history of going to the movies, and I've been around for a while, I never went and paid twice to go see that movie again. Never.
I did
my
for
life.
Nowadays, you can stream it in 2 months. Like, just save your money, man.
I did.
You've never seen a movie twice in the theater?
Never.
Wow.
So, Sam, give me an example. What movie have you gone twice to?
Dark Knight.
Miles Morales.
Really?
Dark Knight, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Those are the 3 I know for sure.
Why? Because you liked it so much, or because you missed something?
Because I liked it so much. Like Dark Knight for me was that movie. Like
Dark Knight is my top one.
We don't hear you.
Yeah.
We don't hear you.
Oh, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you, Frank.
For me, it was the first Keaton Batman.
Mm.
I saw it in the movie twice, and I believe I saw one of those the sequel films of Star Wars twice, but that was only because me and my man was bored and I was at the $1.50 show. So
back then I get it because you had to wait like a year for those movies to come out on VHS and all that.
And movies were $4 back then.
I wish I would see The Force Awakens a couple more times and then watch The Last Jedi once, but
Whoa,
wait a minute. You saw The Force Awakens a couple times in the theaters?
Yo, why is him still on the screen?
What?
Wow.
Hey, Caesar.
Wait. Yeah.
I saw Force Awakens twice.
I did. There was one point I forgot to mention, and that was the fact that when Frank mentioned he liked the original Fantastic Four movie, he was talking about the one from the 90s.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and definitely not the one from the Miles Teller one. That was.
I feel like you mentioned it, but I feel like when you mentioned it, you were like,
I'm talking about the Jessica Alba's Fantastic Four.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Endgame twice and the first Avengers twice too.
In theaters?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm not paying to see Endgame twice. I'm mad I paid to see it once.
I wouldn't do it. Force Awakens. Which was the Force Awakens? Is that the first?
Oh my god!
Ray?
Oh my god.
Is that the first Ray?
Yeah, the first Ray.
But Sam had a crush on Ray though, so I get it.
Is that what it was?
I do love Ray.
Who doesn't like Daisy Ridley?
I have a signed book by Ray.
She doesn't.
I like how Dan always has to go. Who doesn't like Lily Whitley? He knows these actresses. Why can't you just say like
gorgeous?
She is. Okay. She was very striking and
she's
fantastic.
Very mid to me. Like anyway, I don't know.
Okay,
it's like saying Sarah Connor's sexy. I don't know. It's like I don't know.
No, I don't. I'm not.
Yeah, but Sarah Connor doesn't have Daisy Ridley's backside.
I don't think Daisy Ridley really has a backside.
I don't think she has a backside.
I think she does. She does.
No, I think a lightsaber took it right off.
No, she
like
does.
Where did you see it?
Now we're being a nerd, Caesar.
She actually does. She does.
You can see her ass.
She's not walking around like Captain Marvel with the saggy
like a loaf of bread. It just
that's not
just
true.
Sliced it right off.
That's actually not true at all.
They go into movies with no backside. They come out of these movies with backside. Look at.
Listen, I'm a black guy. I'm saying that she has a backside. Like that's a requirement for us.
Are you with me on this? Like this, I'm not the only one here who's just like, what? Are we talking about Ray being sexy right now? Is that what we're doing?
Is it there? You've seen no movie twice in the theater? Like even the original Spider-Man when it first came out?
No. I've never.
I don't think I can afford to, like, even if they were $4 a ticket.
I couldn't justify it. I couldn't justify.
Oh my God! Here's the guy with the yacht talking about I can't afford to go see a movie twice. Stop it! Stop it, Frank.
Who has a yacht? Frank has a yacht.
Man. I have a yacht.
Listen, man. I be watching Frank flip like $8,000 books on a regular talking about
What's up, Brian?
Frank doesn't really have a yacht.
On a stream with Frank,
had a
right?
yacht, I was gonna say we're gonna have a comic book party live from the yacht.
I'm comic rich.
The first time I was ever on a stream with Frank, right, he was flexing, but flexing on the low, right? Like he's sitting there cracking ASM 50s out of CGC cases, right? Like just on the low, right? As he's talking, he's like
Frank has no retort for that. No retort for that.
Because I'm comic rich. I'm comic rich, man. My problem is that I don't spend money at all unless it's
like how many people do you know that can just casually sit on a podcast and crack ASM 50s out of CGC cases? Just casually. And then the next book is Hawk 181 85. And the next book is House of Secrets 92. And he's just casually just cracking them and sliding them out of CGC.
He's not even paying attention. He's like, hammer, screwdriver.
He's the only person I know that posted for sale an Amazing Fantasy 15. Frank is the only person I know that when you go to his Instagram, you're going to see an Amazing Fantasy 15 for sale. Frank just casually throws it up on his Instagram
I wear
page.
shoes I bought from Walmart. I got FUBUs, man.
Yeah, that's how the rich stay rich, right?
Can I throw
they drive hoopties and wear Payless shoes.
Hey, can I throw a curveball in the
I'm wearing, man.
that's a cool shirt. Listen, I want to throw a curveball in here because I feel like, and maybe this is just something I'm kind of really honing in on this year specifically, and maybe it's been this way in the years past. So you guys tell me if I'm wrong. SDCC it feels like just a place to go where you're just exploited every turn now for money, blind bags and
oh my god, it was
blind
insane.
packs. And I'm looking at all this stuff now. I'm like, this is now literally like they must be like when you walk in with your ticket, they're looking at you like licking their lips, just going like this, like, okay, this way. I mean,
so that's exactly what SDCC was this year. It was. I don't think we're done with FF, but I could go on a diatribe about.
I tell you what, I think we're kind of done with FF, but I'm just going to go around. Well, we already did it. Fuck it. Let's do SDSD. I will say one thing. Fantastic Four, for those of you who haven't go see it, go watch it. Form your own opinion.
You're watch Fantastic Four.
You're going to come out going, okay, it was not a bad movie. Or you're going to come out going, wow, that was fucking great. I'm going to be a Sam something. And to go watch it twice.
You're going to feel something.
You're gonna feel something. You're going to feel hate.
All I got to say about Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four again. I might go to IMAX.
Storm.
Yeah,
she did it. She did it. She did phenomenal. Honestly, she stole the show. And I got to be honest. Three things stole the show.
Sue Storm carried the film.
She did carry the film.
Three people made that film. It wasn't Reed. It wasn't Bearded fucking Thing, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. But
I'm surprised that comic issue hasn't taken off.
You said no spoilers.
Hey, that was a spoiler, C's.
It's on the ad. I mean, it's in the commercials. So there's no fucking spoilers.
Oh yeah, because he's carrying them.
If anybody wants to send me a Herbie popcorn bucket, go for it.
I saw that Galactus popcorn bucket.
I have a Galactus popcorn bucket.
Do you?
I walked in and I said,
I got
do you
it for
have
the
any
shop.
Galactus popcorn buckets? And they go, no, we ran out. We sold out. I go, well, thank you. You just saved me like $90. I love you. Like,
well, see, because I went. Let me tell you how dedicated of a fan I am.
Galactus bucket.
I went to Fantastic Four on Thursday at 2 p.m. So I went before most of the world, right? And I got the bucket not for me personally, but for my shop.
Whoop-de-doo!
You know that.
The fucking $80 bucket.
Is anyone a Disney fan? Because like
we're talking about Disney movies.
No, I mean like a Disney Parks fan. Because this is where that popcorn bucket thing has come from. Like there are people buying Disney popcorn buckets from like exclusives from the parks for hundreds.
Sam,
the aftermarkets on those things are crazy, and that was one of the reasons why I got it from the shop.
There was a Forbes article that came out that literally said the popcorn buckets are single-handedly by themselves saving the theaters because they're like making hundreds of millions in revenue, side revenue.
No,
I mean, people are flipping the Galactus popcorn bucket on eBay for as high as $150 and selling it.
People in the Disney park with bagfuls of the popcorn buckets because there's like really no limit. So annual pass holders go in there, buy a ton of them, and then like
hold on.
Is anyone eating popcorn out of these buckets though?
I don't eat popcorn.
Caesar is with extra butter,
with extra butter in a hole. He won't buy it because you can
Just
put a
steal my
hole
line.
in the Galactus bucket.
As long as you're not saying you make a hole in Galactus's mouth. So this is the thing. What the problem I have is that, Dan, I'm going to correct you. The popcorn buckets are not saving the movie theaters. Sam is saving the movie theaters. Sam is saving the movie theaters by going back 12 times to go watch a bad movie. He's the sole reason movie theaters are still around.
I haven't named any bad movies that I went to see twice.
Well, you want to go see Force Awakens. I mean, it wasn't exactly
a good movie.
Okay.
Majority survey says
that
was a lie.
Sam until that shit dropped.
Okay, so we're gonna for the rest of the show we're gonna be without Sam because between him going and spending more money on theaters.
This is bullshit.
Here we go. All right, okay. So Sam, so you got the skinny on SDCC. I got to be honest. Normally around this time we hear a lot of things about SDCC. For those who are not around, especially someone like me who's not hip to a lot of stuff, but yet I still hear things about these cons, especially the big ones, right? This gets dropped, this is new, blah blah blah. I didn't hear much about SDCC. It's almost like it was kind of underwhelming this year. What are you hearing?
There wasn't a ton of like actual movie or TV show announcements that blew people's minds. Yeah, it was a very low key on the entertainment side.
Marvel didn't even go.
When Marvel doesn't go, that just tells you, like that's really strange. Like last year was the Robert Downey Jr. reveal, right? As Doom.
Yeah.
So that broke the internet, whatever. But when you look at, I saw a post today. Like we don't have another superhero movie coming for like, God,
2026. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the next Superman, correct? Or Supergirl?
Supergirl, probably.
Yeah, so
Supergirl is my home girl.
Technically, our next superhero movie.
And I tell you what, Sam, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having another movie till next year. I'm perfectly fine with it.
I never would have thought I would say this, but I'm actually really excited for the Supergirl movie after seeing her just for like a minute at the end of that Superman movie. And
Me too.
But we have superhero properties coming before next year.
We have shows. We should have shows dropping. That we do. But when it comes to the silver screen, not having a movie till 2026, I'm perfectly A-okay. But now let's be honest. We are going into August, which this year is almost over, people. 2026 will soon be upon us. It is, fool. It is.
It's halfway point.
There's still plenty of good movies coming out. I want to see the new Running Man.
I don't.
Oh God, I do not. God.
Dan, you're clowning us, right?
There you go.
You can never drop Dan. Dan is not droppable.
Hey,
Dan's droppable.
I want everyone here to help me petition.
You know what? And what's the other movie coming out
movie
with that dude from the Elvis movie? What is that? Not the Elvis movie sucked, but the guy that was in it. There was a preview for this movie. It almost felt like Guy Ritchie's Snatch. It was like fighting all these different gangster factions. Anybody see that preview?
Oh yeah,
Caught stealing.
Yeah, that looked good as hell too. I mean,
I didn't like that either.
Dan is droppable. Dan is droppable.
All right, Dan, you're droppable. 2 minutes. Two minute timeout. Timeout, T-Mark.
He's dropped out.
Well, so this is let's say we have 30 minutes left. Okay, Dan, we'll see you.
We need a standalone crypto movie, show, series, whatever.
Frank is droppable too.
Crypto is MVP.
Frank is droppable too.
Crypto does need a cartoon.
I love this. Free speech is stifled on the comic menu.
Listen. I'm the fucking South Korea of this bitch. All right, I'm just saying that right now.
It's North Korea.
No. South Korea. Because because you guys get to come back.
So hold on. Let's give Frank a chance. Make a case for a crypto movie, Frank.
Crypto was the best thing of that Superman movie. I could have watched Mr. Terrific and Crypto, and everything else could have been washed away, and I would have been just as happy.
Make a case for a crypto movie.
I just want to see Crypto out there in the universe kicking ass.
Am like Benji the Hunted with powers.
Yes.
Why not?
What's wrong, Lassie? Is Timmy stuck in the well?
If you ever read that,
listen, Beethoven was one of the best dog movies of all time. You're telling me we can't?
No, Turner and Hooch was one of the best dog movies of all time.
Over Air Bud?
Yes, over Air Bud, bro.
I'm talking to Frank.
Oh, yeah,
over Air Bud.
Over Air Bud for sure.
I'm kidding. Air Bud was trash.
How do you put Beethoven over Cujo? How do you put Beethoven over Cujo?
Oh, come on. Cujo's the shit.
Cujo was awesome too. But
I mean, Beethoven?
You ever read that title called We Three? There's a compelling case to be made for animal superhero movie. We Three was a great read, and I can tell you they could do something like that with
Grant Morrison book.
Yeah.
Didn't they say that they saw an increase of dog adoption after the Superman movie came out? That people were freaking trying to pick up these wild dogs.
They were trying to go get CGI dogs.
Yeah, I hope.
You know what, dude? They were. Milkbone was at San Diego Comic-Con in partnership with DC, and you had to buy a box of treats right from the booth, but you got the free crypto book. But then I think if you bought a certain number of them, I don't know how many, you got the black and white variant of the crypto book. And I mean, I don't know how much it's going for, but the original book was going nuts because of how they were shipping those things.
After the Superman movie, during live sales, I can't tell you how many people are asking for any sort of cover or issue featuring crypto.
There's not many books featuring crypto either.
No.
Like
what's his first appearance? Action Comics 213 or something like that?
We're doing this.
170. I don't know.
I just want
appearance of the dog.
I'm not. I'm just saying there are people out there. You know how it is.
Are you a cat person? Is this what's going on, Ish?
I have a beautiful dog that I love.
Oh, okay.
Crypto annoyed the hell out of me in that film.
He annoyed you. Interesting. So
Adventure Comics 210.
He was just He was just annoying. He was
adventure.
Give me your take on Crypto-ish.
Oh, I gave it last week. Crypto just annoyed the crap out of me. It didn't listen. It never did anything that Superman needed it to do.
But that was purposeful.
I understand, and it didn't make it. It doesn't make it any less annoying.
He was such a.
It was annoying to me. Like it was. I didn't enjoy Crypto at all. I liked when Crypto beat up Lex Luthor, and that's it. No part of that big movie left me thinking, "Oh my God, Crypto" at all.
But that's why I love the Superman movie, because people, Superman's so weak. He was getting his ass kicked the whole movie. I'm like, did you just want Superman to show up, kick the shit out of everyone? End of movie.
That's I love Crypto,
by the way. Because I love Crypto because he was disobedient, because he was just this wild, rampant dog, did whatever the hell he wanted. He was so super that who the hell's going to tell him?
Franz, the rage was welling in me when they kidnapped him and then they hooked him up and they're like, we're going to cut him open. I was like, if they hurt that damn dog, I'm walking out of here.
I couldn't, man. I couldn't.
It was a CGI dog, bro.
I don't care. What annoys me more than Crypto, that I guess Ish doesn't like Crypto, is the fact that Jeff Loeb charged me like almost $80 for what literally looks like a cologne bottle. It's like supposed to be a cologne bottle.
What is that?
Hold on, Dan.
What is that supposed to be? It looks like I don't want to say what it looks like wearing a cape. But
me neither. It looks exactly to me like what you think it looks like, Frank.
Smell like a Kryptonian.
Wow.
Hey, Jeff Loeb, here's the thing. You're in the money, dude. Hush is running right now. You don't need $70.
You got robbed.
Wow.
Yo, can we put Dell's comment up, because he's so late to the party on this question? It's crazy.
He's not an artist,
No, he's not. But I mean, dude, but then don't charge for it.
Dell, my rating was a 5.5.
He
charged for the remark?
Yeah, he charged for the signature, and then he charged separately for the remark.
He's a writer.
This was $80 almost for just this.
I'd ask for a refund, man. Tell him to go back to school.
I mean, I'd pay for a signature.
30 and 50.
I'd pay for a Jeff Loeb signature, but not for you to ruin my book with that art.
I'd pay extra for him not to draw it.
Yeah, like
it's you know what? It's almost as bad as Jerry Conway's Punisher skull.
Is that a C? Was it a C on his case?
Frank and I have seen it personally.
Hold
No
on.
point.
So bad.
Teaser,
I
he
gotta ask you a
charged for
question.
this,
Why did he
charged
put
you
the
for this,
symbol on
and then
his?
if you wanted it whited out, he'd charge you to white it back out again. If you didn't want it,
I'm sorry. Say that again, Dan.
he'll charge for this. He'd charge for this, and he's like, and then if you didn't like it, to white it back out, he'd charge you to white it out.
Is that Superman's back? Like, what is that?
Shut the fuck up.
What is it supposed to
It's a
be?
Superman cologne bottle.
Why?
No, really.
Where's
What
the
was it
S?
supposed
Where's
to be,
the S?
Dan?
Dan, what is that? Is that supposed to him flying
is it?
backwards?
Yes.
With a blue
It's him
cape?
backwards.
With a blue cape? Why does he have a
Oh.
blue cape?
And why is the S? Why is the
Why is
S?
the
So
S a
the
C?
S is the S. Does Superman have an S in the back of his cape?
It's a C.
It's a hook. It's a finger hook.
Why?
But he looks like he's one of the Beatles.
Can we
Yeah.
put this away? It's really bothering me, man. It's really bothering me. It's triggering the fuck out of me.
Yes, Dell 5.5.
I like how Del put FF4,
Y
like
cinco.
Fantastic Four, you know? It's like when somebody puts like Ultimate Fallout 4, like UF 4.
Dale didn't realize you did that. Hey, has anyone seen Fantastic 4? Fantastic 40, Fantastic 44? Oh shit! So I gotta tell you, okay. So let's talk about this, and this is good actually, Frank, that you're here. My question now, with all these movies coming out, now let's talk about comic books. With all these movies coming out, Superman and Fantastic Four, what books have been who has been skyrocketing? What books have done shit and not really moved the needle? And I'm gonna throw out a few names. Ready? First appearance of Mr. Terrific. Gone up or down?
Up.
Okay.
I haven't seen a huge ask for it. I know that I've seen some go up in sales, and I don't believe they were picked up. Now, when you say skyrocket, do you mean that the price has gone up or
of the book? No, of the book. Like, hey,
So
people are jumping on your shows.
Skyrocket isn't the right term.
Yeah, you're right.
You're not paying today what you paid tomorrow for it, but the demand hasn't increased either.
Mr. Terrific.
There you go, Dan. There you go.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Mr. Terrific actually went down.
There's two Mr. Terrifics, by the way.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Mr. Terrific, like the version that we get right now, appeared in Spectre 55.
Yeah, Michael Holt,
I believe, and it's an obscure book. One, but two, he doesn't appear on the cover, so people miss it a lot. But not a ton were listed for a very, very long time.
Yep.
And then the book was high. As we led up to the movie and we saw trailers and stuff, the market started to get flooded. The price dropped sub 100, and that book held for a while at like 120 to 150. It plummeted down to like, I saw sales for 50 to 60, and now after he appeared, it's back up and it's over $100 again. So Mr. Terrific is an interesting book to me when it comes to the price and the demand. I don't know if he's
crypto books have increased in price. Certain Dr. Doom covers have increased in price.
All crypto books have been selling. I don't know if you've seen that, Frank.
Okay.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Like all crypto books have been selling. Like
yeah. They actually
any
sell.
modern book, which is rare that you see crypto on a cover, but they are moving. I found some Alex Ross ones. And it wasn't the Alex Ross one, the one that everyone's after.
I know which one you're talking about.
But they were just random ones, and random. I was selling those for $10 to $15 a piece.
Certain Dr. Doom covers have went up in price.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Galactus FF49, which has always been a popular book, but has it taken an uptick?
No.
Again, in my experience, since the dip of the market, it's not about the price increasing, it's the demand for the book and it selling a lot faster now. So yes, if I put an FF49 in a live sale, it's coming down almost
How about
immediately.
the first appearance of Shalabal?
No. Well, again, I don't know. You guys might know better.
The first Shia LaBeouf is up in price, but not significantly.
Okay. All right.
Galactus
Is there is there an engineer? There's an engineer, right?
The Authority, but that book has been the Authority, but that book has been up in price since the announcement. The Authority is now more expensive than it was yesterday, but not much.
But Ish, don't you agree that the Authority, that was a more accessible book at a price point, and that's why it had room to kind of go up, whereas FF48s and 49s, they were high, and so they weren't going to spike as much.
Yeah, but the Authority's been kind of buzzing for about 3 years now, though. You know what I mean? The book itself has been kind of buzzing.
And once it got announced, that he wants to make a film out of it, forget about it, right? It's starting to get it's getting that traction. FF48, the first Silver Surfer, which is always a blue chip in my
opinion, because of the price point and price difference between FF48 and 49. 49 is always the more sought after cover. It's the more affordable book. I find that FF49 sell a lot faster, a lot easier, a lot more often than the FF48s.
That's because the price point is lower.
It's price point, but it's also the cover. Like FF48 is such an ugly fucking cover in my opinion.
Oh man, I love FF48.
I think FF48 is overall.
No, but not the 49. 49 is a way better looking cover.
49
I think 48 is a better book though.
Well, 48 to me, in my personal opinion, I don't know. I gotta have both, man. I can't.
You have because I think if you're looking at the end of the day for long-term sustainable value, and this is something that
I mean, they're both long-term books.
Ish, you pulled.
Ish, you just cut out.
You pulled the J-Rub.
So what I was getting at was, and I'm not discrediting whether they're both long-term or not, but if you have to choose a book to invest in, I'm going to choose, and I would recommend that you choose heroes over villains.
Oh, yeah.
Because the potential for a hero, the potential to see a hero in its own title, the potential to get more out of the hero, you have a greater potential to get more out of a hero than you do a villain. Galactus is someone who's not going to pop up. He's not going to have his own book and pop up every issue. You fight him once every 50 issues. You know what I mean? Silver Surfer has the opportunity to have his own book, to be on a team. So heroes always trump villains, in my opinion, if you have to choose, if forced to choose.
Absolutely.
First appearance of heroes trump first appearance.
I definitely agree with you. I think investment wise, you definitely invest in the FF48. My personal take on it is just I prefer the 49 to the 48, but just like you mentioned, you always invest in heroes over villains all day, every day. Yeah, I think we've had this talk before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, where you're always going to be in the green if you invest on hero over villain. It's just like I said. It's like you can get a 6.0 FF49. I think they're in like the $700-800 range. 6.0 FF. You know, you're over $1,000. So I always find the books, once they hit that 1,000 plus, you know, you have a very limited market as opposed to anything under 1,000.
Dale, you can't say it's a 4. It's not a 4, Dale. If it was 4 of number 1 and they did 4 of the same movie, then it would be Fantastic Four, I guess. But the fact that they did 2, one shitty ass movie that nobody remembers, and then a whole new phase. It's not technically it's the 4th film, but no one will ever call it Fantastic Four.
Is he still making on that? Case? He's still on
that. That's what I'm like. He's still doing this. He even said, "Yo, put my comment up." Like, what we do it? He pulled rank.
No way.
So what about?
I'm sorry.
Hal Jordan. I'm sorry, Guy Gardner.
I'm not equipped to talk about that.
Okay.
What's the question?
Guy Gardner has been going up over time, anyway. Like
I will say that Green Lantern keys are certainly seeing an increase in sales.
All Green Lanterns are picking up.
I would say definitely key Green Lanterns, not all Green Lanterns, but key Green Lantern books are definitely selling.
What's surprising me, and for no reason that I can surmise, is Kyle Rayner Green Lantern books are seeing an uptick in sales, which I don't know why.
Yeah, why? That's a good point.
I don't know.
unless they're coming out on the Lantern HBO show, Max show.
I think people are speccing hardcore on that because I'm seeing an uptick for me personally in sales in Kyle Rayner books.
Hey, Chef wants to see your eyes, Ish.
Who's
Ish,
Chef?
yeah.
Oh,
Chef,
homie.
my buddy Chef. Yeah, homie Chef wants to see if
He
your eyes are
wants,
open.
he wants a wellness check.
I'm
If
kind
Ish is
of
asleep.
weary when men want to look into my.
Well, okay. So, well, here you go, guys. Here we go. Ready?
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
we're not gonna have
There
that
goes-
bullshit.
Oh my God.
We're not gonna have that bullshit right now.
There
I'm gonna
goes.
tell you right now. I didn't want to write all that fucking bullshit to begin with. So you all were, but I got here the comment section where y'all were talking about different Fantastic Fours. So I want to differentiate which one I wanted to talk about. But if y'all want to be bitches about it, we can do it. We can come. We'll come. I've been really lenient with everybody.
Can we get some
So
English?
I'm gonna give
Can we
y'all
get some
fair
English
warning.
in this rant? Can we get some English?
That
yeah.
sounds like he's coming in from the 90s FF movie right now.
Dell is going off as if
We're just gonna we're gonna do that.
He believes that whoever
J-Rob, I'm gonna leave you there because I appreciate you.
We're just going at it right now, Joe.
I am an hotel.
Dell said we gotta talk about this 90s Fantastic Four made for TV movie. I'm gonna make y'all talk about it.
No, I didn't want to, but I wanted to differentiate. Like I wanted to ask specifically because y'all were talking about Miles Teller and the comments. Like if I say Fantastic Four, you might want to ask like which one you're talking about. So I just want to say FF4 real quick because I was on the way over here.
Hey,
Well,
Dell,
anyways.
it's good to see you too, bro.
Well, I gotta go. Looking.
Good to see you, bro.
Hey, bro.
Brown rage in the house.
I love that.
Chef. All right. Okay. All right.
Let's see how it goes.
This is the movie Dell's referencing right now, guys. This is
Yeah, man. This is the
this is the one
Yeah, Frank, that you said you liked.
that's the one that Dell wants us to stop.
No, why they got Barbie wigs on though? Why does it look like they literally have Mattel wigs on?
But I will say that thing looks better than the one I just saw on Monday. Though.
Which one is Sue Storm? Which one is Sue Storm?
Sue Storm's the cute one on the right.
This is the one that Sam's gonna go see twice right here, man.
Oh, you guys are
I
funny.
didn't think Sam was born when that joint dropped.
So let me ask you guys. So that's about right. That's about it, right? I'm thinking of all the appearances that came out and stuff like that. I don't think that, and of course, I'm not gonna bring up FF1 because, hello. I mean, FF1 is one of those unattainable at some point, but I've seen more people buy FF1s, and I've noticed the FF1s, and Frank, you could back me up on this. The FF1s people are buying are like 1.8s, 1.0s, 0.5, whatever FF they can get their hand on, they're grabbing it because these things.
I'm even seeing restored copies. Like, typically when people are purchasing blue chips or spending that kind of money, they're reluctant to spend it on a restored book, and they're out there. They just want it. They just want this formal book right now.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ish is 50 years old, everybody. So let's wish Ish a birthday.
Woo!
50 years old for this guy.
Half a century, baby.
And the coolest part is that he's spending it with us on this Tuesday night because he loves being on the show, and it's just the way it is. There it is with confetti. So out of all those books, like I said, and I'm looking around, so FF48 is wait till Silver Surfer actually makes an appearance. Then you're going to see 48 really truly.
So do you think we're going to get a Norrin Rad now then?
Oh, we're definitely going to get Norrin Rad. Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I disagree with what you said, Caesar, completely, but I get it.
What you don't think the 48's not going to go up even more?
Yeah, but I think that basing for me, and this is something Sam and I talk about all the time, and J-Rob as well. I think for me that basing the value of a book like that, a blue chip book, on what the comic community can do and the comic community ceilings is underselling it, right? Like to get the type of value you're expecting or looking for, you need people from outside of the comic community to really celebrate and appreciate that character and rate. Like I always say, that AF-15 that 9 point whatever that sold for how many $1 million sold because people outside of the comic community value and respect Spider-Man. They raise our ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have enough money in our pockets to buy books like that.
Correct.
Right? Like to pay a couple $1 million for a book. So it's someone from outside of the community who's pushing that value. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the ceiling is going to be the ceiling, whatever it is, right? Like they can push the value up to whatever, but if no one can afford it, then it's going to level off. I don't think Silver Surfer making an appearance in a film is long-term value. I think the long-term value comes from just because it's a blue chip book and it's got market sustainability, and then that value increases or it bursts through that ceiling when people outside. Miles Morales is going to become hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter because people who would never read a comic book love Miles Morales.
Dude,
Black Panther achieved the success that it achieved, the first appearance of Black Panther, because people outside of the community grew to love Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That first appearance of Miles Morales has been probably the biggest dip I've ever seen in any book.
Oh yeah,
since the peak.
Yep, so. It'll go back though.
Yeah, I don't think it'll go back to where it was. That Georgia cover was insane money. It didn't make sense.
Oh no, that's the biggest dip.
That's the biggest dip. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the biggest dip.
Point then. Well, I remember UF4s going for 3,600. I just saw one sell for 700. Shit. I remember the first UF4 I sold was a 9.4 for $1,100.
Listen, I just bought a 9.8.
There's one on Instagram for $800.
But I just bought a 9.8 because, contrary to popular opinion, if y'all don't have that, first of all, it's the most important mainstream comic of the 21st century. Just is. When it came out in 2011.
Was it 2011?
Yeah, 2011. Yeah, so we're not talking
October 2011.
Yeah, we're not talking. Like, if you look at it, okay, so it dipped. So, like, how many books in that period of time achieve the value that it achieved? If it levels off at $800, $900, or $1,000, like, it's not going to stay there. Again, Miles Morales is a household name.
The problem with that book is that because it's so fresh, and I swear to God, every day more and more 9.8s come out. There's more. It's more rare to get that book in a 9.4 and under than it is a 9.8, 9.6. So
well, I think the fact that the subsequent prints, I think, are really underrated value-wise. And I think at some point the market is going to catch up. But my question to you, Frank, based upon that, are you actually seeing like the census increase on 9.8s?
Oh yeah.
Or are you just seeing more being circulated that maybe people were sitting on?
No, you can go and check the census.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I don't pay
attention. It's definitely the top 10 most graded book. I mean, you already know it's New Mutants.
I don't know. Sam put out a list of the top 10 Marvel graded books. Was Ultimate Fallout 4 on it?
Yeah, no.
Because they showed
New Mutants, ASM 300, ASM 129, Hulk 181. I mean,
Venom 1 is on the list.
Ultimate Fallout 4 has 19,526 copies graded. And
UF4? The UF4?
Yeah, in grade, but how many 9.8s are there?
5,000.
5,000 9.8s. Holy shit.
So 25%.
That's huge. That's
a lot.
Hi, Del.
Yeah, but when you say that's a lot, when you say that's a lot, right?
Hold on. There. Sorry. Go ahead.
Can y'all give me your ratings? Because I wasn't here for that.
You want us to start the show?
Hey, no.
You gotta rewatch the show now.
No detail.
You gotta rewatch it.
No detail, just a number.
8.
All right, let's 8.
7.
5.
Yeah, yours. Dan, what was yours? 8 too?
No, 7.
7. Oh, okay. That's what I was expecting, more or less. I'm in the same range as well.
How about you, Del?
7.5.
Yeah. We came to the consensus that it's not a bad movie. It's just
still
people have their.
Can we give Del his 5 minutes? Give him.
Nah, I'm good. I'm probably gonna do it next week because who knows?
Yeah.
I need to set up the laptop.
By next week, your beard's gonna be more gray, man.
I know. This is not because of Jason from last week.
We need you fresh, man. We need you fresh.
Fresh and so clean.
We need your memory all there, man. Everything. We need your fresh.
I'm honestly surprised that the Ish gave it a 5.5 and J Rob gave it a 7.
Why?
A cop out? How is it a cop out?
I thought because Superman was better than Fantastic Four, in my opinion.
Yes,
Mine too.
I gave Superman a 7.5 over the 7.0.
Yeah, but look, J Rob gave it a 3 last week to Superman.
I did not.
J-Rob has said that he thinks Fantastic Four was a better movie than Superman. He didn't really give Superman high reviews. But I thought Superman was a better movie than Fantastic Four.
Okay. That's good. Okay, go on. I'm listening to you.
It's split. It's split because we did the poll of which movie was better, right? Supes or Fantastic Four, and it was down the middle. Me, Sam, and J. Rob said Fantastic Four, and the other three said, you like Supes better, huh?
Yes, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I went into this one scared that I was gonna choose Superman over FF, and you were gonna come at me. And I'm glad that I'm on the same page on this one. I'm in a safe zone now. Because it's normally right. It's normally like the other way around. Nobody here agrees that Green Lantern was probably
but you say some stuff like Green Lantern. The first film was great, and it's like put him.
Oh, that is true.
Again, like
All right. Here we go. This is a good point, and Chef brought it up. What movie was better, Thunderbolts or Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Come on, man.
For that, all around the board, right? Fantastic Four. Okay.
Thunderbolts
is a movie.
Thunderbolts to me.
I will not rewatch that movie. I don't need to rewatch that movie.
See, I could never watch Fantastic Four again, and I'd be okay.
I'm
not going to watch Thunderbolts again. I got way more action from Thunderbolts than I got. Like I got a superhero movie in Thunderbolts.
Did Thunderbolts have action? I remember
from
a little thing.
Okay.
Did it?
It opened up with Black Widow just whooping.
Didn't we just agree that the action in Thunderbolts was all of them lifting up a piece of the building?
Yeah,
we didn't agree because I wasn't there.
Oh, that was
Thunderbolts was a better film.
That everyone's like, oh, look at these guys, the new
there was action. I mean, it's not something.
I thought the villain was more compelling. All of that.
There was more action.
Who was the villain? Was it
Sentry?
Century.
Oh yeah,
the Void.
Yes,
there was a lot of
Void Century.
This is how they defeated the Void. I won't be sad anymore. I won't be sad.
I will say that Thunderbolts did have more action than the first Green Lantern.
What? No way.
How we even
Green Lantern was lit from beginning to end.
Yeah, that's pretty. Remove those two.
Who? Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern?
Yes.
Remove him.
Don't even think about it. I was gonna say, don't even. For a second there, you were thinking about it. Like, is it really that bad? It's pretty fucking bad.
It's not. To me, it wasn't bad per se. I gave it a 6, but still,
it's nowhere.
Green Lantern.
Wow.
Why is Dell still here? Why are you still here? Can you remove yourself? 6 is better than okay. It's better than mid.
Yeah. No, 6 is okay. So, and the reason I say it, I want to say 6-0 then at the time, but now it's different. It's a big difference. I can't give it anywhere than 3 or 4.
I gave Thunderbolts I think originally I said 6, and now I'm already dropping it down to a 5.
J-Rob made a really interesting point earlier. He said, there were certain things I didn't like about the movie, and you wonder why did they do that instead of something else? Like they were just giving some nods and homages to things where they could have maybe did something else with them. And you know what? I think that probably makes a lot of sense. I wonder what we're going to see that didn't what clips got cut. I know, but when they release how they release to DVD and Blu-ray, they have the things that got cut didn't make the movie. I wonder what they're going to be. I wonder what didn't make the movie.
J-Rob,
John Malkovich.
J-Rob, how do you go from Jay? I understand you're trying to be provocative, but you also have to be credible.
He made a good point. What
J-Rob says makes sense.
Well, he did make a good point. I agree with it on that one. I mean, you do wonder how they make these decisions in the editing room.
to cut the Red Ghost because no one ever heard of him.
That is true. Let's be honest. Nobody heard who the fuck the Red Ghost was.
I'm not making
Red
a case
Ghost
of what was in there versus what wasn't in there. I'm just saying I wonder what didn't make it. I would love to see.
The Red Ghost himself. No, you just want to see what they actually cut. Trust me, when it comes out on Disney, we're gonna watch probably the extras, and you're gonna see what was cut out, and most likely you're gonna go two things. Why didn't they just keep that in there? Or the other one is, now I know why they cut it out, because it adds nothing to the fucking movie.
Yeah, but to the point that was made earlier, there was a lot of scenes that really didn't add much to the movie.
There was so much in that movie.
Everything in between the fights.
Everything in between the fights.
That's the whole movie.
I love you, Ish. You're like, yeah, basically.
I gotta tell you guys, but you know what? I'm okay, and we talked about this as we wind the show because we're running a little bit over. I'm okay with this being the movie that's gonna hold me over till next year. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. We're gonna have some TV shows coming in that's gonna give us a couple of the feeding the hunger of the genre that we love. That's why we have this.
Wonder Man.
What's holding us down?
I know
Eyes of Wakanda.
Wonder Man, Eyes of Wakanda.
Wonder Man.
Peacemaker.
Guys, I know that Neil Gaiman is taboo now. Like obviously he's a jackass, but we need to talk about Sandman on this show.
It's great. Sandman's still fucking fantastic.
I've canceled him because he's done some really terrible things.
No, but I mean, you got to separate the stories.
Okay, Ish Hogan. You know, this is the thing.
Wow.
You notice my sarcasm, right?
Listen here, brother. You know, this is the thing, everyone.
Yeah, we should watch Sandman. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm just.
Oh, Sandman. You never seen Sandman, Franz?
I watched season 1.
Oh, season 2 is pretty good. Season 2 is good.
It's good. Stay with it. Okay. All right. That was it.
Stick with it. It's good. The writing is fantastic. They just dropped the second stretch of the season, and this is it. No more. No season 3. It ain't that stuff. According to them, it was only meant to be 2 seasons, and that's it. Regardless of the controversy, it was only meant to be 2 seasons. But take that for what it is. But like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming down the pike, which we're all going to watch. It's going to feed the hunger that we love until 2026 rolls around. Then we're going to start getting the next phase. People are losing their mind over this whole doomsday thing. This should be interesting because there's more and more rumors. The doomsday, the whole next series, Avengers Doomsday,
not Superman Doomsday.
I thought they were doing a Secret Wars film too. Did that change?
No,
they pushed it back. They pushed everything back. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but recently I think we were supposed to get it in May, and it got pushed back to December now.
Man, David Lee is trolling.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Get out of here, bro.
That's Chef. Chef always trolls.
Chef's in the Philippines.
Chef's in the Philippines. He's a little delirious. He's.
They should, while they're at it, they should bring back Catwoman, played by Halle Berry, for like a team up. Ryan Reynolds, Green Lantern, and Halle Berry's Catwoman team up.
Why is he still on the screen?
I'm being sarcastic.
Okay, guys, let's end this stupidness because this is ridiculous. Okay, this is the part of the show where we go around and everyone pimps their wares. So let's go ahead and start with. Let's start. See Adele. Catch Dell next week. I won't be on next week. I have a concert to go to, and it's the way it goes. And Dell will be running the show with the two ladies of the comic menu. So
the Manfred and Sons concert. No,
I'm going to go see. I'm going to go see Bonham for Led Zeppelin tribute. Thank you, Abby. Appreciate you as always. Have a good night. Stuck around this tomfoolery, this buffoonery, I should say. At least they mentioned Red Ghost. Red Ghost's apes. Is that what he said? The gorillas or whatever.
Wizard.
Of course, Dan hears that. He's like, but I want to see the Red Ghost. I'm here to see the Red Ghost. Like, why did they cut out the Red Ghost?
I don't think I said that.
I wanted to see the Watcher.
I want to see the Watcher also. I want to see the scrolls, the real fucking scrolls.
The real
excuse my French,
scrolls.
The
Didn't
real
you see the
scrolls.
cameo of the Watcher when they were floating through space? Didn't you see the Watcher in the background?
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, of course. No. Yeah,
The problem
Dan.
is the Fantastic Four historically,
See,
and almost
Habibi.
1,000 issues of publication comics have two notable villains: Galactus.
When
and
Sue Storm was
Dr.
taking
Doom.
her pants off, she was
Right.
giving birth. The Watcher was looking in the window. He was like,
and it's tough because they don't have a memorable rogues gallery, right? Like
No.
it's Fantastic Four, it's Doctor Doom, it's Galactus.
Yeah,
You know what I
because
mean?
the Inhumans good.
Yeah, but the
Oh,
the Inhumans aren't villains any longer. So it's tough. You know, you have to when you do a Fantastic Four.
Annihilus.
Yeah, but Annihilus is everyone's villain.
All right. That's funny. All right, guys, here we go. So let's go ahead and start with not with Dad because they fucked up with his jokes. They fucked up the camera.
Bro, break the book in half, bro. I don't care how much you spend on it. Just rip that book up for me, please.
I'll pay you.
All right.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you. Whatever you paid for it, I'll reimburse you.
we go.
Okay. All right, here we go.
"Sorry, guys."
J Rob, we're gonna start with you because you have at least you have something to pimp. Let's go ahead and go with you. Hold on. Let's go with there you go. There we go.
What up? Hey, Caesar, thanks for having me on the show. Got an exclusive cover, partnered with Comic Sense and One Issue X over there for Escape #1. Be on the lookout. We'll have a
Wait a minute. Back J Rob out, Caesar.
There ain't no back out for what? It ain't your time. Wait your time.
Caesar, put everyone back on the screen. Can you please play your video so you can promote yourself and show the world what we rocking with?
Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Caesar's a master. That video is fantastic.
Go ahead and pontificate.
It's so good. It's a little long, but it's good.
That's what she says.
It's 43 seconds.
We haven't heard from Sam in a bit. Right on time though.
Giggity.
Giggity. That's funny.
No, it is good.
All right.
It's what I expect out of Caesar at this point.
So what y'all are about to see, it's already been revealed if y'all been following the social medias of J Rob, the real Dracula's Wolf, for myself. What you're about to see is a world premiere of the Comic Sense and J Rob partnered exclusive cover of Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna Perez's new book from Giant Generator under Image Comics called Escape. We have a really dope cover. It is a key cover. It is the only cover with the villain on it, and here it is. Real Dracula's Wolf hooked us up with an awesome video. So here it is, y'all.
All right.
Turn on the sound, Caesar.
And
shut up. Let me fucking press play, fool.
Let me get some sound. Here we go.
There we go.
I love it.
Damn, dude, that was crazy.
Isn't it incredible? Absolutely incredible.
Right, Frank? Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Caesar for that video work,
Where'd
man.
you go, Itch? Why is your camera off?
There he is. No, I'm not gonna lie. Ish told me, goes, I want to drop this book. You're gonna be the first one to see the cover. Da da da. And I know what you could do with it. Once you see the cover, you're already gonna know what you're gonna do with it. And then after last week's show, we talked about it, and I finished it that night and a little bit in the morning. I had to run it because my mind was just going crazy. I couldn't sleep. I was working on it because I didn't want to lose that thing. And the stuff that I put in with the plane and all that. Then I read the synopsis that he's a bomber, he's a pilot, and I was like, this is fucking perfect. I mean, so I did that bomber stuff without knowing what it was. It was interesting. I didn't know what his character was. So I had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, it's so good.
I was so impressed, so proud of what I got from Caesar for that book. Like,
yeah,
crazy for a rebuild video.
incredibly professionally done, dude.
When's the book dropping? Ish.
August 20th.
Very
All right. So that being said, let's go back to J Rob. Go ahead, J Rob. Now you can talk.
Well, what needs to be said after all that? I'm just kidding. Hey, thanks for having me. Basically, everything's been said. The book's come out August 20th.
Oh.
Gosh.
Into Collector's Vault 1376 on Whatnot, so you can get the book or tune into Comic Sense, whether he's selling it on.
Oh, that's all I got, man.
Into who?
Comic Sense, fool.
Damn.
Good.
All right, let's go with. Here we go. Yalla.
Caesar, Caesar, thank you for always having me. I do enjoy chatting with you and the guys. I mean, really, Sam, Franz, J Rob, Ish. It goes without saying, I chat with these guys offline, so that tells you how much I really think of these guys. I mean, they're just all top, amazing people, really. And interesting viewpoints. I always learn something when I get on these. If you don't know by now, please give me a follow on Instagram at Tree City Comics. Every Wednesday, I'm writing about the comic books I'm reading, a few of them on the new comic book day. So don't get spoiled. But if you're interested, take a look and see if you agree with my comments or not. I'd love to connect with you on Instagram. Also, August 15th. I think I got the date right, Sam, right? 14th. Is that the 14th?
14th.
I'm sorry. 14th. I always screwed up. August 14th, Sam and I are going to be going live for an absolute blowout sale on Instagram. And I'm almost afraid of what Sam's going to bring here. I mean, he's been pulling some heat. He's been showing us some pictures of books he's getting ready. I'm nowhere near what Sam's going to have ready, but I'm still going to have some books coming too. But we're going to be rocking for 3 hours from 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern time on the 14th, which is a Thursday, right? So please, if you give me a follow, if you give Comic Sam Collects a follow on Instagram, you'll stay up to date with all the things that we have cooking, and we hope to see you guys over there.
Okay. Very good. Now we got the man with the plan, Frank the Tank. What do you say, man?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you, Caesar, for having me, man. I feel like it's been so long. Love everybody here, man. You guys are all amazing. Thanks for letting me blabber nonsense for however long I'm allowed to during these things. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at Last Comics. We do live sale hosting, consignment. We do sales. We do cleaning and pressing. A freaking one-stop shop. It's right there at Last Comics with an X. I'm Frank. Thank you again, Caesar. Ish, love you, buddy. J Rob, you too. Sam, Dan, you guys have a great week. Thank you all again, man.
Sweet. All right, Ish, bring it home.
Oh, yo, really?
Wow. Okay. Wait, what about me, Caesar? Ouch.
Shit, I forgot all about that. I didn't see you. You're so small.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
I was gonna start off by thanking Caesar for having me here every week.
Don't bother now.
That's not as I am. It is just a joy of my week. I always say that, but I absolutely love being here. Got a couple things to talk about. So I've got a Shredder #1 exclusive by the very talented Jay Gonzo. This drops on August 27th. It's available for pre-order right now on comicsam.com, which will take you to my eBay. We've got 2 more covers coming up. One Turtles related, one for Department of Truth. I'll have more details on those coming soon. I got the live sale with Dan. Our Exquisite Corpses Facebook group for this absolutely insane book that has just been making huge waves is growing exponentially. So if you're a fan of the book, come check it out. And then you could catch me on Comic Sam Collects on Instagram or Comic Sam on Whatnot. I'll be going live later this month, right from Fan Expo Canada in Toronto. I'll be live also with some Batman blind bags and some Mark Spears Monsters blind bags coming up too. So it's busy. It's busy.
Fantastic. Now, Ish, you could bring it. Now you could bring it home, Ish.
Yeah, I wasn't even prepared because I'm so used to going last. You caught me off guard. So
I forgot all about Sam.
Normally, I like to go around and I like to give everyone props because it's very important to me because everybody here is really dope. But I'm going to start off by giving myself props because today's my birthday and I'm 50 years old.
Let's go.
That's right. I am that dude. I just got to say that. So And that having been said, I am going to go around and give everyone else props. Listen, really love chilling with this group of people. There is a chemistry here, and that chemistry, as to echo what Dan said, it's real, right? Like we kick it offline. Dan and I kick it offline. I'm with Sam a lot. J-Rob and I talk every day. Caesar and I call each other up randomly for like 5 minutes of just about, you know, every random dumb thing possible. And Frank, listen, Frank has one of the dopest dope. When he says one-stop shop, listen, his Instagram is dope. If you aren't following that last, you need to. And I have to tell you, I am guilty. And when I say chemistry, I have to tell you that I'm guilty because Frank and I clicked from the first time he was ever on the show. And I ignore Frank's Instagram altogether, and I just message Frank. Like literally, I go right to the back channel and I just message Frank, and he always responds. And he just helped me find. Listen, I've been trying to find Hawk 181 cover list forever. Frank helped me find it just like that. Shout out to Caesar. But yeah, I just kind of, Frank knows, I just kind of message him in the back channel like, yo, I'm looking for this or I'm looking for that. Or that's just the route I choose to take. Dan, Tree City Comics, man, awesome reviews. Listen, Dan is so clever and so funny. And, you know, his sense of humor is, you have to follow Tree City Comics to understand what I'm talking about. Check out Dan, follow him. J-Rob, yeah. So Comic Sam is a phenomenal contributor to this comic medium in all his exclusive covers. I've seen his upcoming exclusive cover, his exclusive courses exclusive cover. Listen, Sam is a great contributor to this medium. And getting back to J-Rob is that dude. And I was kind of joking. One thing that y'all don't know and y'all should know, and this is the truth, and I say this in all sincerity and not because J-Rob and I grew up together, there is no greater an ally or an advocate than that I've ever met in my life than J-Rob. If he supports you, if he thinks what you're doing is worthwhile, without question, without being asked, without solicitation, he is going to carry a torch. He's going to put your name. He'll go to cons all over the country and your name will be in his mouth. At Last Comics, what I'm telling you is, if you are who you say you are, and you are, people will be coming to you. Like, yeah, man, J-Rob sent me. J-Rob told me, this is who he is. Really, for y'all who don't know, this is really who Jay is. When he decides he wants to advocate for you, you don't have to ask him anything. He'll just call you up and be like, yo, this is what I did. I was talking to these people. This is J-Rob. And I was telling him this earlier today. There is no greater an ally or an advocate in this community than J-Rob. And this is not, if I didn't know him and grow up with him, I could tell you this. 100%. Love you, bruh. Love everybody in this community. And my man, Caesar. Yo. We are able to have this community be in this forum and to give each other props and say that we love each other because of one Caesar D. Morales, one Del Guzman, the owner, the proprietors of the Comic Menu podcast. They have one of the greatest comic pages on Facebook, period, point, and blank. You don't believe me? Go look at the 100,000 subscribers and followers to their page and use that as your validation. Week in and week out for years, they don't care if there's one person watching. Here they are for 2 hours. If there's 100 people watching, here they are for 2 hours, week in, week out. So you need to give them the credit where their credit is due by going over to the YouTube channel, giving it a thumbs up, turning on the video, watching it. You need to give them credit where credit is due, as I do. Shout out to you, Caesar. Shout out to everyone in this community. And that's what it is.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, the fact that Ish is spending his birthdays with us is means a lot. All right, well, listen, guys. Here I am, the real Dracula's Wolf on the Instagrams. I just recently dropped the latest slab and figure pairing for Darth Vader, which is people have been
so
liking
dope.
it. Oh, you saw that? You saw it, Ish? I think I sent it to you, right?
Man, you sent it to me. It was
dope. It was, you know, I enjoy doing it. And I do it for the community because they're the ones who hit me up at the back end and are like, what's next? What's next?
Yeah, so, when's the next one dropping?
When's the next one? That's the whole thing, right? So that I still do a little bit of the promo stuff for either At Last promos. If people hit me up going, hey, I'm going to go on live with the Claim Show with At Last. Can you do a reel for me? Or someone like Ish, who's dropping a cover. He's like, there's no other person I would want to drop
and hold on, I just want to say, Caesar, I'm sorry to cut you off. I wanted to say, because I forgot to say it about Frank from At Last too, and I forgot to say this. All of the books that we talked about today, all of these big blue chip books that you think are out of reach, I guarantee you, if you go to At Last Comics on Instagram, you are going to see them posted on that page, and for prices that I guarantee you. I've seen AR-15s. I guarantee it. Sorry, Caesar.
No, it's all right. It's true. He has big books on there, and
I don't know how he does it.
Well, because people trust him with big books. Simple as that, and they want to consign with him, and they wanted him to press him. I mean, that should say
payment plans accepted, man.
payment plans. I've had some payment plans with him, and you know, he gives me the homeboy discount there for a boil. It takes a little bit longer than normal, but that's good. That's what happens when you build a reputation in this community. Once again, I will not be here next week. Everybody will be. Dale will be running the show literally with Mandy and Shannon. They're going to be probably doing their movie reviews. And then I'll be back hosting the next following week. We'll think about it. I'll see what we have to come up with. I'll talk to Dan. Dan's always a guy who has some topics, because I'm lazy and I don't read. And so Dan does all that for me, the best colored man in the business of podcasts when it comes to these shows. Other than that, peace out, everybody. Great show. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Love you all. And